Good evening, my fellow Americans. We're facing an inflection point in history. One of those moments where the decisions we make today are going to determine the future for decades to come.
Hours after traveling to the Middle East, President Biden speaks to the nation, calling for billions in aid for Israel and Ukraine. But that aid package for Israel among the items that Congress simply can't take up right now without first electing a new House Speaker. And it's been a painstaking process for House Republicans. Now another candidate, Jim Jordan, out of the mix after 3 failed votes. And that's where we begin today in our nation's capital with the latest from our Washington bureau. Here's Hannah Brandt.
Defeated Congressman Jim Jordan is no longer going for the gavel, leaving the House still speakerless.
We need to come together and figure out who our speaker is going to be.
In a third round of voting on Friday morning, Congressman Jim Jordan lost support, sending Republicans into a closed-door meeting where they voted to drop him as their nominee.
The most popular Republican in the United States Congress was just knifed by a secret ballot in a private meeting in the basement of the Capitol. It's as swampy as swamp gets. And Jim Jordan deserved better than that.
Now Republicans go back to the drawing board.
I'm concerned about where we go from here,
as they desperately try to find someone who can win enough support in their bitterly divided caucus.
We're going to get it done. It's just going to take us a little bit longer.
Without a speaker, the House is frozen and lawmakers are frustrated.
I think this has become less of a political fight and more of a group therapy session. I think it's really messy, but they've got to work through it.
Democrats remain united behind Congressman Hakeem Jeffries. Jeffries says Democrats are fed up with Republican indecision, with less than a month to fund the government and an urgent request for aid to Ukraine and Israel waiting for congressional approval.
If the House is not reopened, then it will stall unnecessarily and lives will be jeopardized.
He says the solution is clear.
There is only one way out. A bipartisan path forward.
Republicans are planning to reconvene Monday to discuss a new speaker candidate and a new path forward. In Washington, I'm Hannah Brandt.
All right, thanks. Let's get reaction now from Indiana's congressional delegation, including Congressman Jim Banks, who had been backing Jim Jordan throughout this process and was adamantly against the idea of giving more power to the temporary speaker. He spoke with our Washington bureau on Thursday.
I've never seen a bigger betrayal of Republicans, of their own voters, of our voters who gave us a majority than this cop-out. So I'm very disappointed. I'm not going along with it. Enough is enough. We need to get back in the room, pick a speaker.
It absolutely is hindering the operation of the House, getting bills put forward. What's happening across the world, starting with our border, Israel, Ukraine. We need to address those problems, but we need to get bills passed, our appropriation bills. We have until the 17th of November to get the job done, or we have to address shutting down the government again. And time is running out each and every day.
Greg Pence and Jim Banks there. Let's turn now to my interview with Congresswoman Victoria Spartz. She voted against Jim Jordan on Tuesday, then changed her vote on Wednesday to vote for him. I spoke with her on Wednesday afternoon from Washington. You voted for him on the House floor Wednesday after voting against him on Tuesday. Why the change?
Well, I'll be honest with you, I was Jim Jordan's support in conference, but I think Jim listens to Kevin McCarthy too much. And Kevin McCarthy made a big mistake when he forced the floor vote without reconciling differences in conference. I think we need to deliberate further to get our speaker. I was very disappointed that McCarthy forced us to go home on Friday night without having a really nominee that can get to 17. And I told I'm willing to stay day and night and every weekend to get it done. And we have to discuss it as a body of people because we have to work together. We have to understand our differences and we have to be able to address it. But the only way we can do it if we sit at the table together and express our concern and find solution. That is the only way to govern when you have a very tight majority, but really any body of people. We have to respect each other even when we disagree.
How long is this going to take?
Well, listen, it may take us, a while, but hopefully not very long, because I truly believe grandstanding is not a way to find a solution. I think we need to go and talk to each other. We need to go back to our conference and have these healthy discussions and find a way to move forward. But I don't think, and I still insist, I don't think we should leave that room until we have 217. We should not leave that room until we figure out a nominee with 217 votes, because we look like fools and only benefit the other side, and we need to get back to business.